Can you believe it? The NFL's back. We're back. The best pickers to ever do it. SB, slightly by. See, you're inverted.
Am I?
That was backwards. I'm trying to tell you. I know what I'm saying. All right, welcome to the NFL.
What's going on?
NFL podcast is back. We're back. I mean, who does it better than us? Who comes at you with inconsistent schedules, inconsistent quality? That's what makes us so good.
0-8 picks.
All of these other podcasts that come at you with a schedule, consistent quality, that's boring.
Yep.
With us, you're getting inconsistent. Some episodes are really good. Some are really terrible. You never know. That's what makes it so exciting.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast. We're going to be talking, obviously, about the NFL. That's not to say that we won't be talking about the NBA anymore, because we will. But NFL Week 1 literally starts tomorrow. I can't believe that I just said that.
Get your drafts in. Get your late drafts in.
Get your late drafts in. We did ours last night.
Is it a little rocky?
It was very rocky. But shout out to the commish. We got it done.
What's up?
And, I feel not great about my team, but with the 7th pick, that's just how I knew it was going to end up.
It's fair.
But, and there's some teams in our league that are
not great.
Not very good. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start. This might be a long episode, so bear with us. But we're going to give you our playoff predictions. What teams do you think are going to make the playoffs? Remember, 3 wild card teams this year. So things are going to be a little weird. And then we're also going to go week 1 picks. I have a feeling that the picks won't take very long. Just because there's nothing to go off of. It's just going to be guessing. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Dude, my fucking lips hurt. Sorry.
Need some chapstick, homie?
I do, but I got my, have you ever had your lips sunburnt?
No, I don't think so.
You've never gotten your sunburnt lips? It hurts like shit, dude.
I don't think so.
It hurts so bad. Okay. You want to go ahead and start with your playoffs? How did you do did you just go and just assign random records to teams?
Dude, I'm going off the top, baby.
Off the top? I did mine on a website, and I predicted each game for each team. So I have some.
Like you went through each game of each team?
Yeah.
For the whole year?
Yeah.
That's definitely the move.
I had some. You want to do it together as one big family here on stream?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do it. We're doing something new here, guys, by the way. This is all live happening, no editing. So if it's bad, which is very possible, blame that. So this is the website that I used.
Okay.
We can go. This is. So let me start. Okay, let me start by going over mine, and then we can do yours.
Okay.
So, again, usually I would probably just do something like look at each team and say, okay, I think the Ravens will go 12-4. I think the blah, blah, blah will go 11-5. But when you go team by team, record by record, it's very weird and difficult.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you some weird fucky shit. So anyway, AFC North, I have the Ravens 12-4. I think they're probably one of the best teams in the NFL. I don't think their schedule is that hard, truth be told. I mean, for having a first place schedule, it's not that difficult. So I have them going 12-4. Steelers 9-7 make the playoffs. Remember, the Steelers barely missed the playoffs last year.
Yep.
With Duck Hodges.
Yep.
Is he even still in the NFL anymore?
I don't know.
Duck Hodges.
I would think they would have kept him.
No, he's definitely not on the Steelers. I know that. Or he might be on the practice squad, actually. He's on their practice squad, I'm pretty sure. Okay. But just terrible quarterback play. Still almost made the playoffs. I have them making it this year. Bengals 7-9 is what I ended them with. That might be a little generous, to be completely honest. Mm-hmm. But they're a bit of a wild card, honestly. We'll see. Mm-hmm. A very young team. Those young teams are always difficult to predict. That's actually,
they definitely have some bad teams in the schedule that they can beat.
For sure. And I'm just thinking about it. 7-9 seems very generous, actually. But that's what I have, and I'm not changing it for anyone. And the Browns finishing last 6-10. Sorry, Browns fans. Just it's the Cleveland Browns. You guys should understand.
Do we know any Browns fans?
No, we don't. But if you are, understand you're a Cleveland's Brown fans. So this is what comes with the territory. All right.
So you had the Browns last.
Browns last. Yeah. The Bengals are not going 7-9. But that's just what I put it in. I'm not changing it. All right. South, I have the Texans going 10-6.
Okay.
Maybe maybe a shocker. I don't know. But I don't think they're as bad as people are hyping them up to be.
So they're winning the division?
They're winning the division. Again, I'm looking at it right now, and I don't like it. But that's just what I have. But I don't think they're going to be that bad, truth be told. I mean, you lose DeAndre Hopkins, which sucks.
Yep.
But other than that,
I mean, Cooks is already looking kind of injury sketchy.
yeah, he didn't practice today, so who knows if he's even going to play tomorrow? Because they play tomorrow. They're one of the first. They're the first game.
You know what though? I'll tell you this. I used David Johnson in Madden last night. I don't know.
That's how you know Madden.
That could be kind of nice.
I mean, David Johnson's definitely an upgrade. You would like to think at least over Carlos Hyde.
Mm-hmm.
And Carlos Hyde ran for 1,000 yards last year.
I mean, just like we still don't really know what happened with David Johnson last year.
He was just hurt, and then the thing
it was just a weird thing.
David Johnson, if we want to be honest with ourselves, and I love me some David Johnson, dude, because I feel like he's always on my fantasy team. But
you just have your team name after him?
I did, yeah. It was rest in peace, David Johnson. He, by the way, just want to show this. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's it.
I thought you threw it away, dude.
Wait, what'd you say? Sorry. What'd you say? I didn't hear you. You said. I did throw it away, but I dug it out of the trash. Okay. Texans 10-6. Don't think they'll be that bad. Of course, as is always the case with the Texans, it's like, will they stay healthy? It's like their entire team is just one misstep away from breaking every bone in their leg.
Did they upgrade their O-line at all?
No, but their O-line really wasn't that bad last year.
At times it was.
Yeah, but a lot of that has to do with Watson, though. I feel like I was saying all last season, Watson just stands back there, just asking to get sacked.
Always trying to make that extra play.
Yeah, I mean, Watson is amazing, and he's
definitely really good.
He got paid, so wish we could say that about Dak, but we can't.
He got paid too.
He did. I have the Titans going 9-7, barely squeaking in the playoffs. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. When I started this, I wanted them to not make the playoffs, but it just ended up them making it. Reason being, I just don't know, because it was kind of a Cinderella-esque run at the end of last season. Can they?
The great coach, good defense.
But is Vrabel really that good of a coach? Do you remember last season? It feels like for the first half of the season, after every Titans game, we were coming on the podcast saying, "What the fuck is Vrabel thinking?" We thought Vrabel was for sure gone.
Did we?
I don't remember. That's how I feel like I remember things.
I thought he was doing pretty well.
But once Tannehill came in, they definitely catered their team to
Mario is a hard guy to build an offense around.
Yeah, for sure. So, they're going to have to give the ball to Derrick Henry 30 times a game. I think going 9-7 making the playoffs. So
when you pay Tannehill that money, that's the plan.
Yeah, that is the plan.
And hey, manage the offense, don't lose the game, and hand the ball off well.
Yeah, and we'll see that. I mean, that's what they did last year. And then, made the AFC Championship game. So, And then I have the Colts going 8-8. Honestly, I kind of wanted to put them in the playoffs, but too many uncertainties. I mean, offensively, they have a great offensive line, obviously. I love Jonathan Taylor.
I honestly think this is going to be a good team.
I do too.
I think I'm going to have them winning the division.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to do yours in a second. I'm going to go quicker through mine, okay? I'll go quicker through mine. I have the Jags going 2-14. They're going to be really bad. And you'll see, whatever you pick your games, that it's pretty damn near impossible to give them wins because they're going to suck so much dick. Bills, I've going 10-6, winning the East. They were really good last year. They pretty much improved as a team. You would like to think, at least. So
no, they should be better. I mean, there's a lot of hype around that rookie running back.
Yeah.
You add Stephon Diggs. You give Josh Allen a number one receiver.
Right.
The defense is definitely top 5, top 6.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna be good.
Well coached team, yeah.
Shaky division. I still have the Patriots making the playoffs at 9-7. Just can't count out Bill. That's really all it comes down to. They still have an amazing secondary too. Dolphins 5-11, just young, just a young team. I think they're pretty close though. They've made some really good moves. I love Brian Flores. We both love Brian Flores.
It'll just be interesting to see how they handle the Tua Fitzpatrick situation, and it'll kind of be a judge early on. are we in games? Are we bad?
Mhm.
And then it'll be like, okay, are we gonna try to make a wild card push with the extra team making it like we said,
Right.
or are we gonna chalk this year and sit Tua the whole year, make sure he's 100%, or
Mhm.
do we get him out there and get him some reps?
I mean, that's a good point because if I mean, you'd like to think maybe Tua gets in there at some point this year, but if they're around 500, like right in the race come week 10 or something, you pretty much just have to ride Tannehill or not Tannehill, Fitzmagic, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, and it kind of depends on Fitzpatrick's play. I mean, if he's doing Fitz magic things
Yeah.
and winning you some games, and you don't feel confident about where Tua is at, then there's no need.
Mhm.
But if Fitzpatrick is not looking good, and I've said before, and you feel good about Tua already, then there's a prime spot week 4 where even if you're 0-3, you could just say, "Hey Tua, let's see what you got week 4 against the Jags,"
Right.
and then you never know.
That's true. I have him 5-11. I feel like that's kind of fair. I don't know.
I think I might have him win a couple more games.
I'm telling. See, like in your head, you have these ideas of where you think, but when you see their schedules and you're picking the games,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see in a second what I'm saying. Dolphins 3 or Jets 3-13. I don't think they're gonna be good. They have a shit coach. I don't know. I feel like whenever we get into the games, I'll be able to expand on these things a little bit more. But I'll just go through this a lot quicker now. Chiefs 12-4, winning the division. Do I even need to say why? Super Bowl champions, improved as a team. Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Tyrann Mathieu.
Stacked.
Yeah, just an insanely good team.
Add Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, add.
Are you buying the hype? I don't know if I've asked you.
like fantasy wise or just?
I mean, in general.
I think the fantasy community's hyping him way more than anyone else, and I did for a brief second, but
I mean,
he fits what they want to do.
Right.
Like he wasn't the best running back in the draft, but he does what the Chiefs want to do.
I mean, catching out of the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting.
It will be interesting. I mean, I like the pickup for sure. It makes him better.
Yeah.
But how much, like huge amounts better? I'm not entirely sure.
Do they still have Damian Williams? Is he still going to be involved, or is it just
He opted out.
Edwards-Helaire? Okay.
Edwards.
Oh yeah, the whole season, right?
Yeah.
So it's just Edwards-Helaire. And
they picked up DeAndre Washington, so he'll be the backup.
I thought he was a decent.
He's a good backup for sure.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's obviously Edwards-Helaire's backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Broncos going 8-8. Honestly, I wanted to put them in the division. Okay, actually, this is exactly what happened. I remember now. I had the Broncos going 9-7, and the Titans going 8-8, and the Broncos making the playoffs over the Titans. But then Von Miller being hurt for the season definitely lowers the.
When did that happen?
Yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, Von Miller out for the season definitely hurts.
Jesus, that is huge.
Yeah, definitely hurts for the Broncos. So
Wow.
have them going 8-8, just missing the playoffs, but they can make the playoffs easily, I think. Chargers 7-9, too many question marks. I think 7-9 is kind of generous. They got a good defense though, and obviously it all comes down to Tyrod Taylor and I guess Herbert if he gets in there, but I guess we'll see. Raiders 5-11. That hurts me because we loved this Raiders team a year ago, but I don't know. That's just where I have them. Okay, NFC. So the AFC I have the 1 seed being the Texans, 2 seed being the Ravens, 3 Bills, 4 Texans, 5 Titans, 6 Pats, 7 Steelers. I feel like that's not. None of those are really crazy.
No, that's pretty fair.
Yeah. Here's where it gets a little crazy in the NFC, I think. So NFC North, I have 3 teams making the playoffs. I don't think this actually happens. This is just the way it's shaked out on here. But I have the Packers going 11-5. I don't know. They were like a weird team. They went 13-3 last year, obviously, but were they really that great?
We didn't buy into it.
Yeah, we didn't think that they were that good, but we do think they're good. Not 13. Like 13-3 is like a great team.
Right.
I think they're 11-5 team. I have the Lions going 10-6. I don't know what the fuck it is about the Lions. I love them. I love Matt Stafford. I love Kenny G. The buck pretty much stops there, but I have them going 10-6.
No shot.
Hey, you got to get a little crazy. It's going to be a weird season. I also have the Vikings going 10-6. So all 3 of those teams make the playoffs. I think the Vikings are a good team. Just kind of one of those teams that are... Well,
They're a good team for sure.
Yeah. good defense. Offensively, they're gonna do their thing. I mean, they're not good. They're not like great offensively, but they play to their strengths. I have the Bears going 5-11. You say you're gonna start Mitchell Trubisky. You're going 5-11 on a good day. All right, NFC South. I have the Saints going 12-4. I think the Saints are the best team in football. Obviously, I know the Chiefs just won the Super Bowl, but I mean, I don't think there's a single weakness on the Saints roster. They're fucking amazing. I have the Bucks going 9-7, missing the playoffs. I don't know. They're sketchy to me, dude. They're a little sketchy to me.
They're not 100%.
It's just like it feels like every year there's at least one of these teams that make like some crazy free agent moves, and everyone's like they're Super Bowl favorites, like the Browns last year.
But not GOAT
right.
Free agent move.
There is a difference. Like we're talking about a team that was already decent.
Yeah.
Because the Bucks were what? Did they finish 8-8 last year or something? I mean, they really weren't terrible.
I think they finished 7-9. I mean, we talked about their rush defense all year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, Jameis had his really good moments and obviously his really bad moments.
Yeah.
Horrible secondary play, but you get a really good safety in the draft who was probably one of my favorite players in the draft.
Well, their secondary was actually really good in the second half of the season.
I mean, if you can figure it out as a collective secondary, you know, you can make some things happen, especially if you just play zone most of the time.
Right. This is what I was saying, though, because, like, if I just were to pick playoff teams, I'd probably pick the Bucks, but the way you pick all these games and shit, this is just how it's shaped up.
Okay, that's fair.
I have the Falcons going 9-7. I wanted to put them in the playoffs because I liked them this year. They were just
do too.
They were really unlucky last year to start. I mean, remember, they started the season, 1-8 or some crazy shit like that?
And then finished the rest of the year
really strong.
Total opposite.
You have Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley. You're going to be in games automatically, just off your offense. Well, defensively, it's still a little shaky, but
and you pick up a running back that you haven't had since Prime Freeman, which was 5-6 years ago.
Right? Yeah, Todd Gurley.
And Gurley's still 25 years old, man. I mean, this guy still had 12 touchdowns last year.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about last year how the Rams didn't really know that the 49ers were going to be that good, so they tried to rest him, and it was a little too long.
Yeah.
And they just kind of fell out of the race there at the end.
Right, exactly, yeah.
I think Gurley in Atlanta just feels he looks like an Atlanta guy.
He went to Georgia.
It just seems like a good fit.
And then yeah, I mean, you made a good point actually, because Gurley really wasn't terrible last year, but his expectations, his contract, and everything, he didn't live up to what.
Well, the Rams as a team weren't living up to expectations.
Right, yeah.
I mean, their O-line got a little older. I mean, obviously, me and you aren't big Goff guys.
No.
I mean, yeah, they have really good receivers, but, you know, the defense has taken a step back. They just gave Jalen Ramsey all-time corner money.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know about the Rams, man. It just feels off.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the front office is just like, okay, we'll just pay anybody. We'll just pay anybody at this point.
How much you want? Okay.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, and then I have the Panthers going 3-13 because they're going to be abysmal. I don't even have anything to say about them. Okay, Cowboys 11-5. Look, man, I had to tone it down a little bit because I had the record, I think, at 13-3. And then I said, okay, let me relax.
Hold on, redo.
I have them going 11-5, winning the division. I think this is fair. Okay, I'm a Cowboys homer. Brett can attest. Go back and watch our old podcast. I'm not a delusional Cowboys fan. I'm very pessimistic. So 11-5. If I were an optimistic Cowboys fan, I might have 14-2. I might have 15-1. I might have 16-0. But 11-5, make the playoffs as the 2 seed. Mm-hmm. Will that happen? Who knows? Eagles 9-7 missed the playoffs. They went 9-7 last year. They made some moves. Carson Wentz.
Not any great ones.
Carson Wentz. How much longer? When is his season going to end? Week 2? Week 6?
At some point.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not going to be finished. That's all we know.
Jalen Hurts, baby.
Jalen Hurts time. I did like the Darius Slay edition, but man, as somebody who watched a lot of games last year, Darius Slay was not the Darius Slay a lot of people are thinking he is.
100%.
But he could bounce back, you know.
But it's an upgrade for them for sure.
Yeah, a huge. I mean, they definitely upgraded the secondary.
And everyone thinks moving Jalen Mills back to safety is like some legendary move.
Yeah, Jalen Mills is not good. Okay.
We'll see how that goes.
Giants 5-11, young team. That's just pretty much all there is to say.
Yeah, good offseason though.
Yeah, they got good pieces and stuff, but just young. Same with the football team.
Well, yeah.
I hate when people say that. Just say Washington.
Hey, I was calling for a rebrand, and it's something
I do like their jerseys. I like
Yeah.
that sort of old school
Kinda
feel,
old
numbers
school.
on the helmet. I
Yeah,
like the way that looks.
it's interesting. It's interesting.
Kind of like Alabama.
It's a good shake. It's a good shake up. You
Yeah,
know.
I like
Yeah.
it. But 30-13.
There's a whole new guy in charge, right?
Well, I know they just pretty much almost gave the reins to Ron Rivera. We're just like, all
Okay.
right, Ron.
Well, in the GM too, right?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I know they had that whole shit.
I can't remember the guy's name, but
They had
he's been very outspoken lately.
Yeah. I mean, they
You
have.
gotta
shit
think.
ton-
I mean, Ron Rivera's definitely. I mean, I like him more than Jay Gruden.
Well, yeah,
I
for
ever
sure.
like Jay Gruden, so I mean,
For sure.
good hire.
But they're young, rebuilding.
I mean, I remember when we were talking about coaches for the Cowboys, we were saying Ron would be straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice for them to get a proven coach who's gone to
He
a Super Bowl.
He doesn't play games.
No,
he doesn't.
he doesn't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that if I had to guess, they probably win more than 3 games for sure. But just the way this thing shaked out again, this is how it
Mhm.
happened.
How good is Haskins going to be? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, because they got some decent players around him.
They're just rebuilding. That's really all there is
Yep.
to it.
Yep.
Seahawks, I have winning the West. I think they're going to be – their defense scares the shit out of me, man. But I like Russ. I like their offense. Can never count them out. It wouldn't be surprised me if they lost more games than this, if they went like 9-7 or something. But I'm at 11-5. I have the Rams making the playoffs at 10-6. I don't know. They went 9-7 last year. Let's not forget that. And they went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. So it's not like this is some crazy pick. And then right here is where probably people get upset. I have the 49ers missing the playoffs at 9-7.
Oh my.
Think about this, though. The Super Bowl losers almost always have disappointing seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And the Niners are one of those teams that came out of nowhere. You know, people didn't think that they were going to go, 13-3, make the Super Bowl last year?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, they lost Emmanuel.
yeah, they
lost-
have
lost-
no – I mean, outside of Kittle, their receiving core is shit.
Right.
It's bad.
I mean, we like Debo, but is he a number one? And he's kind of banged up right now.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Going into the year.
I like Brandon Ayuk. That's somebody I was thinking the Cowboys can maybe get in the second round. I don't
And I
hate
mean,
that they
and
got him in
they're
the first
still-
round.
Yeah, they're still hyping up this 3-set running back, and I mean, I thought Breida was kind of the more of the workhorse as far as like pure carrying the ball through the tackles.
I mean, I like Mostert a lot, but
I do too, but you know now he can't play off of Breida. He's kind of he has to be the guy kind of,
well, then you have Jerick McKinnon coming back, who I've seen people hype up lately.
which is kind of
He hasn't played in 2 years.
and yeah, I didn't understand that contract when he got it.
Yeah, no, that was just a Shanahan bringing a dude from Atlanta, basically. I mean, it is Shanahan. He's a great coach.
I get you that they're probably going to take a step back.
I mean, I have them at 9-7. If they just,
Right.
if I have them winning one more game, they make the playoffs.
but with that division, you might not make it.
No,
NFC, being 9-7.
I think when I look at the NFC, a division here could definitely send 3 to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it being the South. I could see it being the West. It won't be the East.
Right, it won't be these. Could be
But-
the North.
Yeah, it could be the North. I mean, that's what I
Yeah.
have right now. I have 3 teams from
Yeah.
the North making it. I don't think that happens in any
Right.
division, but and then I have the Cardinals going 7-9. They're one of those teams, man. But I think they're a year away. I really do.
Mhm.
Give them one
7
season.
7-9's fair.
Give them 2021. Let them make some moves this offseason, and they could be a pretty scary team. So that's what I have.
Okay.
So let me reset this. And we want to go team by team for you?
So we're going team by team every game of the year.
Yeah, it might take pretty long. Do you want to do that? All right. We're cutting in right here. We just did this whole. Brett just did his predictions. It took about 40 minutes. We made the executive decision that we're not going to show all of it because really there's not a lot going on. So we're going to go now through Brett's picks.
Hey, but that could be worth some money though. Go back and look at all
That's
my
true.
picks.
Especially the Panthers. If you want to pick every pick opposite of Brett, you are destined to make a killing.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start in the AFC with the North. He has the Ravens going 12-4. Steelers also going 12-4.
Hey, that's all depending on Big Ben being healthy.
Of course, Big Ben's health is the
Changed
key
everything.
factor.
Sure.
Because remember, they went 9. Did they go 9-7? Or they go 8-8? I don't remember, but they were
8-8.
right in the playoff hunt until the very end with Duck Hodges.
Yep.
So if Big
Great
Ben's
defense.
healthy, yeah.
Juju's got to be better.
Mm-hmm. I think Juju will probably be better. I really
James Conner's got to be better.
he's got to be healthy.
Yeah.
He has the Browns going 5-11, and the Bengals going 4-12. Again, I was really high on the Bengals. I don't think
I
I'd
mean,
actually.
I also think that I like the Bengals' future, and I also think the Browns will be better than they were last year.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of tough when you do all the games.
Right. Yeah.
But
That's.
um, I mean, dude, the Browns have a real coach now. You know,
Mhm.
hopefully he can implement some kind of leadership within the locker room and get Odell the ball, keep Odell under wraps, not let him freak out, all the time and asking for trades, run down the sideline.
Right.
You bring in Austin Hooper. The defense has to be better.
Mhm.
The defense was way overhyped last year.
The whole team was.
Yeah, so I would think they'd be at least 7-9.
Yeah. That's what you'd like to think, but it's the Browns
Yeah.
we're dealing with here.
Right.
They got
Baker's
7.
got it. I mean, is this it for Baker?
If he has a bad year this year,
If he's bad,
there's some interesting conversations to be had.
yeah, I don't know.
Did they go? They went 7-9 last year, didn't they? Something around
Mhm.
there. 7-9, 6-10, 1-2. Bengals 4-12. 7. They're not going 7-9. That's what I had them as, but I don't think so. All right, in the South,
I think the Bengals would be fun though.
yeah, they're gonna be a fun team to watch for sure.
Like unlike last year, like they weren't fun at all to watch.
No, they were miserable.
This year they'll be fun.
They will. Titans. Brett is the Titan whisperer. He has them going 11-5, making
I believe in that. I think.
winning the division. Colts 11-5 make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it'll be between Colts and Titans winning it though.
Colts and Titans winning it. Yeah. Texans 7-9.
Could be 8-8, 9-7.
They're just one of the, if they get hurt by the injury bug yet again, they're probably gonna be pretty fucking bad.
I'm
honestly.
worried about everything around Watson.
Yeah, it's hard not to be. And then the Jags 0-16. This is what I was saying. Whenever you're doing the game by games, it's like, where are you penciling in a Jags win? Because they're not gonna go 0-16 probably. Like if the Bengals didn't go 0-16 last year, then the Jags probably aren't.
Right, that's fair.
But it's like, who are you picking?
That team just seems so deflated. Like,
Yeah.
does anyone care in that organization at all?
Everyone who gets traded is like, thank God I'm out of that shithole.
Right.
Seems bad. In the East, so East is probably where things get a little weird. Pats 9-7, win the division at 9-7. Bills 8-8, miss the playoffs.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I think that if Brett were to just do like regular predictions, the Bills make
Well,
the playoffs.
it's very possible the Pats are bad, also.
Yeah.
But you like to give them the benefit of the doubt.
The Pats are almost like how the Warriors were before the start of this last NBA season, where obviously like circumstances.
Right.
But everyone was like, yeah, you have to pick the Warriors to make the playoffs because it's
Me
like
and you both
Warriors.
had like the Warriors right at 8.
Yeah.
Like squeaking in.
I think in our prediction videos, we both said, like, I don't actually think they're making the playoffs, but you
Right.
have to pick them.
Yeah.
And then Dolphins go 8-8 too, which is possible. They got a nice team.
I'm pretty high on their offseason.
Yeah,
I think they had a really good offseason. It's just all depending on the quarterback situation, how that goes. If it goes horribly and they just say, let's chalk it till 2 is 100% next year, then they could be, 5-11.
Right, yeah.
If not, then I think they could be a 9-7 playoff team.
Yeah. I mean, they're a talented team.
I believe in Flores. I believe in the offseason moves.
Mm-hmm.
And, if Fitzmagic plays well, they could be good. And if he plays bad and Tua comes in, he could be good.
Right. I agree. And then Jets 2-14, they're going to be terrible.
Not a Jets guy.
Big year for Sam Darnold, though, man. If he looks like shit, they're probably done.
Yeah.
Especially
I was never a believer.
Especially because
begin with.
if this is how it works out, they'd have the number 2 pick, which is a prime quarterback spot. All right.
Yeah, you could.
Because
Still can't believe Gase is there.
yeah, I know he's.
I mean, what is Le'Veon? Is he? What is?
Well, they're saying Frank Gore is going to come in and take all these carries, and they try to trade for Kalen Ballage, who we all remember from my tweet set the record for the lowest yard per carry ever last year. Not really his fault because the Dolphins were pretty bad last year, but I mean, you got to be pretty bad to set that record.
Right.
All right, so the West. So would you say if you just had to pick teams, do you think the Bills make the playoffs?
Yes, I think they win the division.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Chiefs 12-4, number 1 seed in the AFC, win the West. I think that's pretty unanimous. Almost everyone's in agreement there. Raiders 10-6, make the playoffs. Brett loves the Raiders. I mean, we both like the Raiders.
I was gonna say this. This is one point I did want to make today was I think Ruggs could have the best rookie receiver year. I think he just has the best. He's in my mind the best receiver on the team. So and Gruden went high on him for a reason. I think he gets a lot of targets.
I think that he almost has like a Hollywood Brown impact where his his presence scares defenses, but I think he might not even be the best rookie wide receiver on his team. Because I like Byron Edwards a lot. And he sort of has more of that profile of the guy that you have a consistent receiver to go to. He's big, lines up outside. I do like Ruggs a lot, though.
They got Waller over the middle, too. Mm-hmm. I mean, Ruggs could beat you deep. I mean, if Gruden can light a little fire under Derek Carr, let that thing sling with Josh Jacobs in the backfield.
Yeah, I mean,
the only thing I'm worried about is their defense and the O-line a little bit. So, I mean, they could, go 8-8, 9-7, 10-6 if they're really on their shit.
They were in the playoff hunt, granted, like, on the outside looking in. And
you got to remember, they just moved to Vegas. So, This could be a whole different kind of energy with the team.
100%, yeah, that's true.
Are they going to be playing in the new stadium and everything, right? Like,
yeah,
everything's good to go? Because that could be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you got the new stadium, new uniforms, right? I mean, yeah. Is it different? Is it like LV on the helmets or something? Have you seen the uniforms at all?
I don't think they had Oakland on any of their jerseys. So okay. I think that the Raiders jerseys are pretty iconic. I don't know if they changed them. If they did, it's probably some tweaks.
Right.
Like minor tweaks.
I'm just thinking, if I was on the Raiders team last year going into this year, I'm just like a little happier. I'm just like, damn, we're Vegas now. We're fresh. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Gruden's probably eating that up.
If there are fans this year, that would be a lot more interesting, I think.
Right. Because Gruden with a new total rebrand of the Raiders is pretty interesting.
Right.
I think that's like a perfect fit for that.
100%. I agree. Yeah. Chargers.
I'm more of a Gruden guy than a lot of people.
I like him.
Yeah.
I'm not like a huge fan of him, but I think for that organization, he.
I love that Bucs team in the early 2000s for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like how the Raiders are building their team. They're just getting their dudes, and they're not afraid to like go of guys or.
No, he said, "I want Ruggs. I'm getting him."
Yeah, for sure.
Even though I don't think anybody thinks that Ruggs is better than a lot of the guys after him.
I think most people would say that Ruggs is probably around third.
Right.
Behind Judy and CD.
Yeah.
So Raiders 10-6, Chargers 7-9, barely miss out. They're an interesting team for sure.
They're gonna be tough.
Yeah. Good
Chargers
defense.
are not gonna be walked over.
No. Just.
I think Tyrod will have a better year than a lot of people think he will.
Yeah, I mean Tyrod's a good quarterback.
I don't think Herbert plays unless Tyrod gets hurt.
Or unless he's just abysmally bad.
Which I don't think he will be.
Because remember, whenever the Browns drafted Baker first overall, they started Tyrod.
Yeah, they should have.
But then obviously, I think only.
I mean, the Browns mess up everything they do, so that's not really fair to Tyrod.
It's not. Broncos 3-13.
We'll see if Eckler by himself can be a star.
I don't think he's gonna be by himself.
Well, they have the Jackson guy.
Yeah, Justin Jackson, and then
who's okay, but I mean Eckler's gonna be
Joshua Kelly, who they drafted.
A lot of snaps.
I think he probably has a similar role last year. I don't know.
They got to get Keenan the ball too. You got to get that guy the ball. I mean, you have a really good tight end.
Yeah, can he stay healthy?
Super solid defense.
Really good secondary, even with Derwin James being hurt, which sucks.
Well, he's back though, right?
No, I think he's done for the year.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I thought they were ready to go 100% this year.
No, but they still have a really good secondary.
Well, and Chris Harris came over.
Yeah. They have like one of the best cornerback units for sure.
Well, yeah, I didn't know that about Derwin though.
And then Broncos 3-13.
Yeah, I don't think they go that bad. But Von Miller being hurt was a lot of my reasoning for a lot of L's, to be honest.
Yeah.
I do like Drew Lock though. I liked a lot of their offseason moves. I mean, I think their offense is pretty potent. I think it could be pretty potent. But I'm worried about the defense now. Where last year it was all defense, no offense.
They lost two of their best defensive players.
And one of them is one of the best players in the league.
Yeah. So that's how the AFC shakes up for Brett. NFC North, Vikings 9-7, win the division. Packers 9-7, lose out the division, lose out on a playoff spot. Bears 8-8, and then he's nowhere near as high on the Lions as I am. He's got the Lions 5-11.
I think I have the Bears being a little tougher than maybe most people do.
Yeah, I mean, because their defense was obviously absurdly good.
I have a weird feeling that Trubisky's not going to be terrible this year. That's maybe my bold prediction of the day. I'm worried about their backfield though.
I was partially thinking that as well. Whenever I was looking at the Bears,
Allen Robinson's a real receiver.
I love Allen Robinson. He's really
He's
good.
really good.
I think Mike Miller might have a good season too.
I am worried about their backfield though, and they're a team that has to be able to run the ball. I don't know how you don't. I mean, I like Montgomery, but he wasn't healthy all the time. Tariq is too small.
I meant to
did
say
they
Anthony Miller, not Mike Miller. Sorry.
Did they draft any running backs?
I don't think so. So right
mean,
now they have Tariq Cohen.
Yeah, I know. I feel like you have to get it back late or something, but that would be my biggest concern is probably Trubisky in the running game.
I just don't think that they're that great of a team. The defense is nowhere near what it used to be.
They're tough though.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not a. I think at 8-8, 9-7 is right around correct.
Yeah, and then Lions 5-11, not as high.
And I'm not that high. I mean, I think the Packers are a good team. I mean, you were both not on the 13-3 hype train.
I agree. I mean, 9-7, and this whole scenario is tough too because it's like one small fuck up and you're out the playoffs, or one field goal miss, you're at the playoffs.
And it's very possible the Lions are better than how I have them. I mean, that's a very, very tough division to get out of every year.
Yeah, for sure.
So any one of those teams, I mean, the Vikings could fall out, even though we both think the Vikings are good.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how that division works.
Right. I wish
I mean,
took a screenshot.
If Stafford's healthy, the Lions are tough too.
I love the Lions. I think I had the Lions making the playoffs. I wish I took a screenshot of mine. I did. I had the Lions, Packers, and Vikings all making the playoffs. Do I actually think that happens? Probably not.
Like I said, after the draft, if I'm the Lions, I get Simmons at 3.
Yeah, but I like Okudah there.
They've done that the last 10 years. Corner at a high pick instead of a game changer.
Okudah could be a game changer.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, South, you have the Bucks going 13-3, so you're fully bought in. You did make a good point, though. This isn't like the Browns of last year where everyone's unproven, no one's really done anything. It is Tom Brady.
I mean, you bring in Fournette now, and that's a guy you can ease in. I mean, you got Ronald Jones, who's solid.
Mm-hmm.
LaShawn McCoy, you can throw it out there. I mean, I don't think anybody has any questions about the offense other than maybe Brady and the line.
Yeah.
But you'd like to think that offense is going to be a top 5 offense.
You would hope so.
I mean, I liked the Winfield pick. He was one of my favorite players in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
So that was huge. And Bruce Arians is a great coach. I mean, I think this is going to be a good team for sure. Maybe not 13-3 good, but double digits I think would be hard to say they don't get.
Right.
At least 10-6.
Yeah, I think that's what I had them around. I don't remember. I wish I took a screenshot. All right, Saints 12-4 make the playoffs too.
They're going to be good.
Yeah, they're going to be really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, disaster would have to strike, I think, for them to miss the playoffs somehow.
Right.
Falcons 10.
Hey, and Drew Brees goes down. Guess who they got?
That's right. Famous Jameis.
$1 million deal, like probably ready to go.
Famous Jameis. Okay, obviously I'm not rooting for anything to happen to Drew Brees, but that would be interesting.
But what happened last year? 5-0 with Teddy Bridgewater, right? I mean,
but Teddy was a perfect backup though. Just go in there, not fuck things up.
Yeah, but this is perfect for Jameis to learn under Sean Payton and Drew Brees a little bit. I mean, he got his LASIK surgery. I mean, you got to think Jameis is in one of the best spots in the league right now for his future.
God, if Jameis comes in and just a monster.
Like, I think it's better for him to get out of Tampa instead of being like Tom's backup now. Like, he got benched or something.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, get out of there. I mean, he took $1 million. I mean, that was a humble move, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
I mean, you know me with Jameis.
Yeah.
All right, and then Falcons 10-6 missed the playoffs. We both think they're going to be a tough team.
I mean, we liked them at the end of last year. Obviously, we were shitting on them a lot early in the year. With them, it's like it's something with the team itself, like some kind of way they play.
Yeah,
it's like they're an interesting team because they have the potential to be really, really good.
I mean, but with their offense, they're not out of games really ever.
Right, and I think we both love the Gurley move.
Yeah,
I mean,
low risk.
I mean, we talked about how he fits really well. We think. I mean, went to Georgia. I mean, he still had a really good year last year, like kind of under the radar.
Right.
And I mean, did they really do anything on defense though? Because that's probably a big concern.
Yeah, defensively they're going to be a little rough still.
I mean, if they have a bad year, Dan Quinn's got to be gone.
Yeah, this is it for Dan Quinn. That might factor into it too. You know, Dan Quinn knows he's coaching for his life.
Well, and the players, what did they do for him last year, right?
Right. Yeah, they all came together. They had that camping trip we talked about.
Big camping trip.
Made s'mores. Got together, sang
Sang the campfire song.
Yeah, they said, guys, listen. All right, and then Panthers 6-10. I think that's better than I had them going, but they're not going to be that good. Their defense is going to be really terrible.
Hey, I know I had a rough stretch with the Panthers last year, but
Yeah.
I think with some consistency at quarterback, a new coach who I like,
Yeah.
and you got maybe the best offensive player in football.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not gonna say they're gonna get rolled over in a lot of games.
Their offense should be better
Mm-hmm.
than last year. That's for sure.
We both like the receivers.
And then the slightly biased comes out here in the NFC East. Cowboys go 12-4, win the division, which I could see happening. I mean, I think you'd have to have some Cowboy hater shades on and not think 12-4 is a possibility.
I mean, you could just say 10-6 for a little less bias, but I just think McCarthy is just such a big upgrade from Jason Garrett.
Huge
It'll
upgrade.
it'll make a big difference.
Eagles 5-11.
Yeah, I'm not a believer. No, I'm not. I'm just not a believer. They'll probably go 7-9 or 8-8.
Giants 3-13. Football team 3-13. I mean, which is fair.
They could both win a couple more games, but I don't think either of us think they're gonna make playoffs or anything.
Young teams. It is what it is. And then in the West is where things get crazy. Seahawks 14-2. Niners 11-5.
Yeah.
Cardinals 10-6. All three of those head to the playoffs.
I think that's a real possibility.
I mean, we did talk about earlier that the NFC could send a division with 3 teams.
It probably will.
I don't know.
I'm pretty high on the Cardinals. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I like the Cardinals a lot too.
I'm pretty high on them.
They're kind of one of those wild card teams.
I mean, Kyler and Hopkins is gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really fun.
They're gonna have a high flying offense, man.
Hopefully, Kenny Drake stays healthy. They got a good backup though.
I like Chase Edmonds too. Yeah. And then
defense gotta be better.
Yeah, they got to improve defensively for sure.
They got that guy though.
I love Isaiah Simmons.
He is that guy.
I was just thinking, like, God, can you imagine if Isaiah Simmons falls to 12 and the Cowboys say, "All right,
trade up,
we're gonna go get him."
That'd be lit.
That would have been so sick. But I do like CD.
That's definitely lit too.
So 49ers 11-5. I had them missing the playoffs, so
I think they'll be in the playoffs.
I think so too. But that's just the way that the shit crumbled on here. And then
yeah.
Okay, we already talked about the Cardinals. Rams 5-11. I think I had the Rams make the playoffs, didn't I? That's one of the ones we differed big time.
Yeah, I'm not big on them.
They're an interesting team, man.
They'll be better than 5-11.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cardinals probably won't go 10-6 either.
That's us. Whenever you do this, if anyone's really hating on us, go to this website and do this because it's a lot different than how you would imagine it shaking out.
Tell me where the Jags going to win.
Yeah, exactly. I think that I remember because I was like, dude, they might go in 16, but I think I gave them a win on the Dolphins or some shit. I don't know. The Dolphins won't go in 16, but they're gonna be horribly bad. And let's see what the draft order look like. Jags 1. I mean, what would they do? You'd have to take Lawrence, right? And just say, sorry, Minshew.
Yeah.
Thanks for the fun memories, but you have to go Lawrence. Then what? The Jets would go Fields and say goodbye to Darnold. That'd be interesting. Obviously,
I'm not a Darnold guy.
That's months and months and months away. A lot can change between now and then.
Yep.
So that's our playoff predictions.
I feel all right about mine. I feel all right.
Yeah.
I definitely have the Bills in the playoffs.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what I had.
That's probably my one goof where I'm like, no, that's not what I wanted.
Right. Yeah, keep in mind, this was all off the top of the head, like schedule by schedule.
I will be selling my picks.
Yeah.
Through Twitter. So
Patreon.
Look out for that.
Patreon, $15 a month to get our inside knowledge.
Just pick the opposite of who I pick. You'll be good.
Not if it's the Titans. If it's the Panthers, pick the opposite.
True.
All right, so let's get into week 1. Picks. Finally. We get to pick games again. This year I want to do a better job of compiling our picks and sort of
keeping the records going.
Yeah, keeping the records going throughout the season. Because we were good last year. I think if you compared us to the experts.
Weren't we like 55, 60%?
Oh, higher than that.
Were we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say around the 650
I think you had like
range.
I think you had like a 2% better than me.
Yeah.
Like
we were close.
If you take out my Panthers record, I was solid.
Yeah. But I think you redeemed yourself on the Panthers. It was just the first 8 weeks that were a little tough. But let's get into these.
To be good.
Let's get into these. Thursday night football, tomorrow night. I can't believe this starts in 24 hours, basically. I also went through and figured out what was going on with the fans for each team. because
Oh,
I feel like
different capacities.
I
And
feel
stuff
like
that.
that could play a role. I think that only 2 teams are having fans this week. And the
Okay.
Chiefs are one of them.
How's that fair though?
I don't know. The Chiefs are operating. This was also. I took all this information from an article from like 3 days ago. So if something changed between now and then, which is possible, I guess, keep in mind that this is a little tiny bit old information. But the Chiefs
-9.
Chiefs -9 is crazy. The Chiefs can have 16,000 fans,
Wow.
so 20% capacity. And they are 9-point favorites.
I mean, I'm taking the Chiefs. +9 is kind of interesting though.
I don't think I'm not betting anymore, but there's no way I think I would go Chiefs to cover that. Especially game 1. You know, these Thursday night opening games are always a little weird and rusty.
Yeah. I mean, do you think the Texans will try to be a run heavy team with David Johnson? I mean, like, how many carries do you think he gets tomorrow?
I think people are really sleeping on their receiving core. I don't think it's that bad. I don't know if Brandon Cooks is even going to play, so that's already
Right. That's an issue.
an issue, which
mean,
we
when
knew
did-
it was an issue.
When does Will Fuller go down? Not
Yeah.
if, but when.
I mean, we all kind of figured, okay, when does Brandon Cooks go down? Because
Right.
Brandon Cooks is also one of those dudes where it's like, if he gets one wrong injury,
I mean,
That
even
dude's career
Cobb
might be
at
over.
times.
Cobb, Kiki QT, Kenny Stills,
Uh,
Watson himself has had some issues in the past, and you have J.J. Watt. Like, their whole team is just like
yeah.
David Johnson. I
David
don't know if you
Johnson.
said him.
Yeah.
David Johnson's one of those dudes too.
I mean, how many carries did he get tomorrow? 15, 20? How long can he do that?
Yeah, I don't know how many touches he gets because I like Duke Johnson too. They have him. So I don't know if they maybe, I don't want to say 50-50, but like a 60-40, 70-30 type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Because,
Yeah,
okay,
sure, but-
I also said this because the over's like 55
Right.
or something like that. And there more than 50 points is only more than 50 points scored on opening night has only happened 3 times in the 2010s. So these games are usually a little slow, rusty. I mean, no preseason too.
I mean, and are the Chiefs going to be rocking and rolling? Or are they going to have some kind of Super Bowl hangover?
Yeah, that's the thing too.
This feels like a team that isn't going to have one of those.
No, and the good thing is too is they didn't. I mean, they added Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but he's a running back. And if any position in the NFL is just plug and play, it's running back.
Yeah.
And they pretty much did nothing else. They really didn't add anyone. They didn't really lose anyone. So
I mean, you would think this team would be ready to go get another one. I
yeah,
mean, this team has got to be thinking multiple rings.
right. I mean, I have the Chiefs winning this game,
I mean,
27-23.
we talked about this in the year. They're all pretty young.
Yeah,
I mean,
They're not going
team is
anywhere.
Not going anywhere.
no. But I want to say I don't dislike the Texans as much as some people do.
Well, you know, it's going to be divisional battle, but I have major concerns with the Texans.
Yeah, I mean, there's concerns. Bill O'Brien being concern number 1.
Yep.
I mean, they had a disastrous offseason too.
Not good.
It was not good.
They overpaid Cobb a little bit.
I think they got worse on both sides of the ball because they lost DeAndre Hopkins too, but they also lost DJ Reader, which sucks for their defense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm worried about this team, man. I am. And
Okay.
if they come out and lose by 3 in a shootout, I'll David Johnson's like 100 yards on the ground,
That'd be crazy.
then I'll like what I'm seeing. But David Johnson gets 8 carries for 28 yards.
Yeah.
They got some problems.
Yeah. I don't know how this is gonna be an interesting team for sure. The Texans to see how they come out.
I mean, Deshaun, it feels like he's gonna have one of those careers, man, where he's just getting beat up.
Again,
I
I
mean,
said it a bunch. Some of it's his fault.
hmm
He sits back there a bunch.
I mean, this O-line is not that good.
It's not bad. It's really not that bad. They're pretty good in pass protection. Not great in run protection.
Okay.
But we'll see. I got Chiefs 27-23. The 9-point cover is kind of crazy to me. I don't know if they do that.
Vegas is saying something, man.
They hate the Texans, I guess. It's gonna be so weird. I'm honestly scared about this week, to be honest with you, for several different reasons.
For like
I'm-
the picks.
The picks, I think the picks could be ugly, but I'm worried that the games aren't gonna feel good. Because more than like baseball, I mean the crowds are cool. I would say the crowds are cooler in postseason, but it's not really like the crowds aren't a huge part of the game. I don't think in baseball. Basketball did a really good job of putting in crowd noise and shit to make it feel like it's
Virtual fans ended up being pretty cool.
yeah. Football is one of those games where the crowd gets into it. The stadium shakes.
They go pan around the
Yeah.
fans.
You
going
can tell
crazy.
like away teams are having difficulties hearing each other.
Right.
Like, what is this going to feel like? Is this going to feel like watching a Division III? Like,
And I don't know how fair it is that some teams are gonna be playing with fans and some aren't.
right.
I thought they were discussing that and that they had to really limit that or something.
I think they said whatever your state's or
Oh, like
city's
rule is.
go with it.
Okay, interesting. I
'Cause,
mean,
yeah.
I'm sure the NFL will take any money it can get. So.
Oh yeah, the NFL doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
I think.
I mean, they've let the Patriots cheat for years, right? So
Yeah. The NFL
hey,
could not care
whoever
less.
can have fans, just have them.
Yeah.
You're good.
That-
Jerry, how many? Okay, cool.
Jerry, full capacity, no masks at all. Everyone
and,
kiss.
and you know the Cowboys fans are gonna be right up in there.
Everyone kiss each other on the lips before they walk in the stadium. All right, Jerry, whatever you say.
Yeah. Hey, welcome.
Except that wouldn't happen. They would say, "No, Jerry, you can't have any fans," but then would turn around and let every other team have every fan fill the
Right,
stadium.
right. That is some realistic shit.
Yeah. Zeke gets suspended.
Yeah. For
All right.
not wearing a mask.
So we both had the Chiefs. Do you think they cover the 9 or no? I don't think so.
I'll say yeah. I'll say they cover.
It could be one of those things where they're up by like 5 or 4 and then score a last second touchdown or a late touchdown and put it away. Like, I have the score 27-23, but I don't think it's that close. I think it's one of those games where the Texans get like a last second garbage time score or something.
Dude, what if the Chiefs come out and just blow the breaks off them?
I could see that.
It's like
remember
45-9.
But what if Deshaun Watson has some dog in him, I think.
Oh, he does, 100%.
Remember what happened in this playoff game last year? It was embarrassing for the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
They were up, what was it, 28-0?
24-0.
24-0. And then they were up 24-0 at the second quarter, and then they went into the half losing.
Yep.
Like, it was an embarrassing moment. So maybe they come out and they're ready to put the world on notice, the league on notice.
I mean, you got to think whoever's on the team last year has got to be pissed off about it.
Right, yeah. But then are they going to be one of these teams that
But what? I mean, the guy that was probably the most pissed off about it ain't on the team anymore. Hopkins.
What a terrible decision.
You traded him away.
Terrible trade.
What message that send to the team?
That's another thing I'm thinking. If the Texans maybe lose their first 2 games, maybe look a little rough, are they like, dude, fuck this team.
Yeah.
Fuck Bill O'Brien.
I mean, Deshaun's chilling. He got paid.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably just trying not to get hurt at that point.
I mean, can J.J. Watt stay healthy? There are a lot of questions for this Texans team, and the answer to that question is almost always no, unfortunately.
I'm concerned.
So we both have the Chiefs. I have it being closer than the 9-point spread, but I wouldn't be shocked if they covered.
I could see the Texans scoring like 40 points. Or the Chiefs.
I have it a little bit low scoring just because the opening night games are always a little weird.
No preseason.
No preseason.
But if there's any team that didn't need one, it's
Yeah, that's
probably
what I'm
the
saying.
Chiefs.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
I don't know.
I mean-
We'll see.
they're just running it back.
Yeah, they really are. Who did they even lose anybody at all? I don't even think
No.
they did.
No.
Okay. I mean, Damian Williams.
You signed Chris Jones.
Yeah, that was a big extension. He's a monster. Patty obviously gets $500 million.
They drafted a linebacker, I'm pretty sure.
They had a good draft too.
Yeah.
So let's see. So we both have the Chiefs. Sunday games.
Should we just give him the ring right now?
Dude, I don't know. Okay, realistically, I don't think they're the best team in the NFL. I think the Saints are the best team in the NFL, but obviously the Chiefs are defending Super Bowl champions. Probably, I mean, if you don't have them as the best team in the NFL, then the second best team in the NFL.
Right.
We'll see. Sunday games. God, this week might be ugly with picks, man. This is a tough one right here already. Seahawks go to Atlanta. Again, like what are they doing for home field advantage? Are they like pumping up volume? Like how is that going to work? And how are they going to?
Are these one of the teams that's allowed?
No fans in the
So
month of
nothing.
September. No fans. I think there's only 2 teams.
It's hard for me to pick against Seahawks in that game. So I'm
I mean, you do have them going 14-2.
Yeah.
So it's,
I think this could be a good game.
yeah. So you picking the Seahawks?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually picking the Falcons.
Okay.
It's just like, I don't know. Nobody has any idea what to expect. No one knows what people are looking like.
No preseason is kind of weird.
0 preseason. But again, these are 2 teams where, like, I mean, the Falcons are damn near running it back. Obviously, they had a
Right.
disappointing year last year. They got Gurley.
Right.
But it's not like they
Their offense is gonna be the same.
Yeah,
Same plays.
I love Calvin Ridley this year. I think he might have a
But
breakout
but
season.
can they stop Russ and Carson on defense? I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
this could be a shootout for sure.
Right,
I
right.
can see this being a shootout but neither of these defenses are good. I know the Seahawks, we have like this, right? Because they used to be the amazing defense. They're not good.
Right.
Their D line might be the worst in the NFL, straight up.
Yeah.
It might be the worst defensive line in the NFL, especially with Clowney.
And they didn't, and we talked about it, but they didn't really do anything in the offseason to address it.
No, they brought Bruce Irvin back, who is 45 years old.
Yeah, he's.
They do have a pretty. Oh, they brought in Jamal Adams, obviously, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's not lining up on the D line.
That's pretty big for them, though.
No, it is.
It's a great piece for them.
They have a good secondary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Shaquille Griffin's really good. I think they just
I mean,
paid
so
him.
you still got Bobby. I mean, he's
Yeah,
still
Bobby. I mean,
one of
Bobby
the best
Wagner.
linebackers in the league.
Probably the best with Kuechly retiring.
Right.
And then Jamal Adams, obviously, probably the best safety in the NFL.
I mean, Jamal for that team is like a bigger pickup for them than it would be for our team, I think.
yeah, I think that for
I
them,
just-
he's like a defensive savior. For us, it would have been like a luxury type of move.
Right.
Us being the Cowboys, by the way, if people don't know. And Quentin Dunbar fucking up. I don't know what's going on with him. Is he getting suspended for that armed robbery shit? I have no idea. But if he does, then that hurts for them.
I mean, armed robbery, you would think something.
No, he doesn't play for the Cowboys, so he's good to go.
It's fair.
Line him up out there.
You're right there.
These teams are probably a lot similar than people would like to think.
Oh, 100%.
Questionable secondaries, really good offense,
Mhm.
really good offensive pieces, questionable offensive lines,
Yeah.
two really good quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, wide receivers, you're giving the Falcons the edge.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing with the Falcons is if they can get a run game back,
Yeah.
that's spooky. That's the team that went to the Super Bowl.
And if they can just get their secondary to step up a little bit or somebody on their defense to step up and play above their potential.
Well, remember they had so many injuries on defense last year.
Yeah. Agreed.
What's his name? Neal.
Yeah,
right?
Keanu Neal.
Is he ready to go?
Yeah, he's ready to go. So him being back will help big
It's
time.
huge. It's huge.
They did lose Desmond
He's a
Trufant.
really good player. Yeah,
They-
Trufont's old. He's
Drafted
good.
AJ Terrell
Right.
at what was that, 16?
We thought that was a little high.
Yeah, but I mean it fit a need for them.
Right.
I mean, depending on how you feel about that type of drafting
I
strategy.
mean, they were probably thinking if we don't get him here, we probably don't get him.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they're probably thinking the drop off between corners between now and our second round pick is a little too high for us. So we'll
Right.
take. And again, I mean, CeeDee Lamb was probably the best player on the board there, but it's like you have Julio, you have Calvin Ridley.
Ridley, yeah.
It's like, do you really need that?
Do they have another guy? Number
I
two
like
guy?
Russell Gage.
Okay.
I know he was in the slot and stuff, but
Yeah, he's okay.
obviously
And then new tight end, right?
Hayden Hurst, I like him.
Okay, yeah, it's a good fit.
Was he a former first round pick? I think so.
Yeah.
High
He
round
was good.
pick, whatever it was,
He
first
was
or
good
second.
in Baltimore as a number 2, so
Yeah, I mean the Falcons gave up a second for him, so they're expecting him to come in and help immediately.
I think Ryan needs a tight end though. I mean, that's a good fit. I think.
Yeah, he's speedy. He's Hooper is a great blocking. I mean, he caught the ball a bunch, but he's a really good blocking tight end. Hurst is like a big time receiving threat.
Right.
So you have the Seahawks.
Yeah.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
This is one of the tougher ones of the week, I thought.
It'll be good.
I have the Falcons 27-24. Probably going to be way more high scoring than that, if I had to guess.
Dude, football is back, baby.
I know. It doesn't
Let's
feel like
go.
it, but it's
It
here.
really doesn't.
It's not going to feel real until I'm watching the kickoff happen.
Well, and we have softball tomorrow, so we're gonna miss the Thursday
Softball's
game.
not happening, buddy. Have you
Oh,
seen
with
the
the-
forecast?
Well, I'm looking outside, but is it supposed to rain tomorrow too?
I'm pretty sure. Okay. Tomorrow's the day.
All right, well, we'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it for sure.
Yeah,
Especially
we'll take
considering
it.
our whole team's missing. We just have a bunch of randoms out there. All right, next game up. Bills Jets in New York. No fans for the first two games for either New York team, Jets or Giants. So there'll be no fans there.
Give me
Again.
Bills.
I mean, the Jets are gonna suck. It sucks because I remember last year I thought the Jets could maybe be one of these sneaky surprise some people, make
Everybody
the playoffs.
did, bro. I was so tired of hearing that shit.
But yeah,
You
not
did say
the
that
case.
a lot at the beginning of the year.
I
too.
did.
It was driving me nuts.
I did. Was not the case, man.
I was like, no.
They won't do anything.
How is Adam Gase still working there?
They won't do anything with Gaze, man. Just straight up, they won't. It's just not going to happen. They got Frank Gore now. I mean, you have Le'Veon Bell, but you bring in Frank Gore, and then you try to trade for Kalen Balaj. They just have no idea what they're doing, dude. It's like, if that's what you want to do for running back, get rid of Le'Veon.
I mean, Robbie's not even there.
Yeah, Robbie Anderson's gone. I mean, I do kind of like the Brashad Perryman pickup because I thought he was pretty good on the Bucks. Obviously, when you have Godwin and Evans, you're kind of an afterthought.
Mm-hmm.
But I like Denzel Mims too. I don't know how much he contributes year one, but I mean, it's just a bad team, man.
Yeah.
I like the Mekhi Becton pick. They did. I mean, they did try to beef the old lineup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much it's gonna help.
No Jamal Adams. Did
Yeah,
they do anything else on defense?
No. I mean, Marcus May's still really good, but
Is homeboy ever gonna play? Mosley?
I don't know.
Is
That's
he retired? Or...
Who knows what's happening with him?
They paid him like $80 million, and then he just hasn't played.
I know.
I mean, that's a disaster.
That was a disaster. He was the one.
He was a monster.
Yeah, he was the one with the shoulder shit, right?
Something. It was something bad.
Ugh. Yeah, this is it for Sam Darnold, in my opinion.
And Gaze, dude, get him out of there.
It's got to be a good year for Darnold, or else they are moving on. I'm suspecting in the draft.
Yep.
They might be one of these teams where if they're come week 6, they're 1-5. They're like, all right, shut it down. We are tanking the rest of the season for Trevor Lawrence.
Just fire Gase mid-season.
Yeah, because think about this: if there's no fans, there is no reason to not tank because you don't have to worry about attendance numbers. Just tank. Who gives a fuck? No one's coming anyway.
No one's watching Jets games anyway either.
Yeah, no one's tuning in. I mean, this game. I mean, who's tuning in besides Bills fans? I don't even know. I don't even think Jets fans are watching this game. I have the Bills too. This is not gonna be a fun game. IMO. I like the Bills this year though, man. I don't know. It all depends on Josh Allen. Actually, it all depends on Josh Allen. What Josh Allen are we gonna get? Are we gonna get Josh Allen who's lateraling it behind his back in a playoff game?
I mean, look, Stephon Diggs should be a huge, huge piece.
Yeah.
I mean, Stephon Diggs should be like 1,300 yards.
Yeah.
Like you would like to think 9-10 touchdowns.
Because I mean, we like John Brown. I think you and I were both saying last year that we like John Brown, but he's a number 2.
We love him.
Like he'd be a great number 2, and now he is.
And you still got Beasley in the slot. You got a young tight end year 2.
It's one of the best.
We both like Singletary, but adding another back with that,
right?
Where Singletary's kind of always a little hobbled up.
He's not
can't carry the ball 20 times a game.
No, yeah.
But a good 10 to 12, and then you got another change of pace back with him.
Yeah, you get a.
I mean, it's a good O-line. It's a great defense, a great coach.
Great secondary.
They're going to win the division. I mean, I know what my picks did, but I was really giving the Patriots the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I really do think the Patriots could be bad.
Yeah, they're different
I'm
situations.
really high on the Bills. I'm really high.
Yeah. I mean, the Bills are going to win this one. If the Bills don't win this game, we will not do picks again.
Yeah, we'll shut it down.
Yeah, let's just shut it down for the season.
Yeah.
I have the Bills 27-14 and it's just a snooze fest. Don't watch.
I'm covering. Yeah.
Yeah, what are they? 6.5.
6.5.
That feels crazy that you give the Texans +9, but then the Jets +6.5.
Yeah, interesting. Vegas saying something about the Texans.
Vegas knows more than me, so
they're saying something about the Texans.
Yeah, I know. Next game up. This could be a little bit interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit Lions, Chicago Bears in Detroit. No fans in Detroit for the first 2 games, at least. That's what we know right now.
I'm taking Chicago with the 3 points too.
Really? So you think Chicago wins, or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huh. Detroit's 3-point favorites, right?
Yeah.
Ugh. I got the Lions. I mean, I'm high on the Lions this year. I'm not high on Chicago at all because I just don't think Trubisky's good, man. But like you were saying earlier, the more I think about it, after you said it, there is almost a sinking feeling in my stomach where Trubisky has a pretty good season.
I have a feeling.
He
beat out Nick Foles for the job. That in itself surprised me.
If I'm a Bears fan, I'm honestly hoping he doesn't.
Did that surprise you though?
It did, yeah. When they traded for Nick Foles, almost everyone thought it was a foregone conclusion that Foles was going to be the guy. And then,
I mean, dude, they believe in Trubisky over there. They were. Cowherd was saying is a little bit of like a, he was talking about like you had some furniture that you didn't want to give up on, so you still tried to match everything in the room with it, and then 2 years later you're like, oh man, this room is horrible.
Yeah.
So it might be one of those things where the GM is still trying to hold on.
Well, what did they say? I remember seeing a tweet that like they really liked Trubisky's leadership when Nick Foles came in.
Okay, like he handled the situation well.
Yeah, I mean that's some football shit right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I mean, he's a football player. I mean, he's got some dog in him. It's just, can he execute better?
These
Like I said, man, they need a running game. If they
Yeah.
can't run the ball, you can't ask Trubisky to throw the ball 35 times a game.
no,
I
They
mean,
don't
you
have
got to
that.
have some kind of running game.
their O line
So-
still. I mean, their O line was good a couple years ago, but it was shit
I
last
mean-
year.
I like Montgomery, but he's kind of hobbling here and there. I mean, Tariq isn't going to run the ball. I mean, he's a catcher out of the backfield.
No, I don't even know who is like the guy who
But the
would.
defense is
handle
still you can't deny the defense is going to be top 10 at least.
You would like to think, because we also, I think most people sort of expected that they were gonna take a step back last year because their defense was like absurd.
Well, they were going crazy, and then it seemed like the team just didn't care anymore,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Which makes me question Matt Nagy a little bit. And people seem to be really high on him, and I'm still kind of on the fence.
This is a big year for him, for Nagy.
And Trubisky, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm Chicago and this year does not work out, it's goodbye to Nagy. It's goodbye to Trubisky.
I mean, at what point, if Trubisky is so bad, like if he plays bad, what point do they put out Nick Foles?
I'm saying halfway through week 1,
Right.
they're in a situation where we're not
Like
Trubisky's on a short leash.
2 interceptions in the first half.
You're done.
Nick Foles second half.
Okuda gets a nice play on.
I mean, why
jumps her
waste
out.
time? Why'd you go get the
I
guy?
agree. Yeah, I agree 100%. If I'm the Bears, I'm saying, dude, we could win, but we're not fucking around Trubisky. Like,
I mean,
if he
they
looks
have
like shit,
weapons. They have weapons.
yeah. If Trubisky looks bad, there's no reason for them to wait. Just pull the plug. Everyone thought you were going to anyway.
Yep.
I mean, speaking of weapons, that's why I love the Lions. The Lions are pretty stacked.
Mm-hmm.
They have a pretty good line. Stafford obviously got hurt
Dude,
last season, but he was amazing before he got hurt.
For me, it's just that the Lions there's something about them.
It's the Lions.
It's almost some kind of Browns-esque curse.
Well, the Browns, it's everything that they do is wrong. The Lions, they do stupid shit too, but it's like the football gods just do not want them to win.
It's a lot of unfortunate
It
shit.
is. The Packers win on some referee bullshit every year against.
Don't
the
remind
Lions.
me. $800 down the
Yeah.
tube.
There's always something with the Lions that fucks them up, and it's sad.
Oh, that game grinds my gears.
I mean, I'm not a Lions fan, so I don't care at all. But I could see, my God, I got so burnt. Shit hurts. I'm in pain. Kenny G, Marvin Jones, one of the best wide receiver duos in the NFL.
Hawkinson,
T.J. Hawkinson.
you get the
People forget, man. T.J. I was reading this when I was preparing for fantasy. I guess I don't really remember. T.J. Hawkinson was like regarded as one of the best tight end prospects ever.
Well, he's had injury problems though.
Yeah, he had
And
an
it seems
injury
like
problem
he's
last
already
year.
coming into the year with an injury problem.
And also, it's his second year, and rookie tight ends usually don't do much.
Mhm.
And for a rookie tight end, he was pretty good last year. I mean, he had that amazing week 1. I remember everyone was running over
this-
themselves to draft them.
I'm
or pick
also
him up.
really interested to see, are they gonna what is this backfield gonna look like? What
I
are
guess I saw, according to their depth chart, it's Kerryon Johnson 1. Let me bring it up because I saw it. I was like, what? No way. Because I thought DeAndre
Mhm.
Swift obviously was going to be. Maybe they ease him in, but at some point he was going to take over control. Because I think a lot of people thought DeAndre Swift was maybe the best running back in the draft, depending on who you asked. But they have Kerryon Johnson 1, Adrian Peterson 2, Ty Johnson 3rd, and then DeAndre Swift 4th on the depth chart.
see, and this is just where the Lions. I don't know I don't know what they're gonna. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I mean Patricia
know?
does always try to get cute, do some weird shit.
And is Stafford gonna be healthy, man? And it's just one of those things that I kind of lean more towards no. It's
Well,
gonna,
Stafford before last year never missed a game. Went like 10 years without missing a game.
hmm
So, but it was a back injury, which is scary because those can kind of linger.
And we're both Stafford fans, by the way. Like we
Yeah.
we root for the guy.
We'll see. I'm high on them. I can see them being bad though, for sure. Like I'm high on them for no reason.
Yeah,
I just like Stafford. It
yeah.
just feels like one of these years it's got to happen for the Lions. It's like
Mhm.
breaks got to start going their way at some point. So I got Detroit. You got Chicago.
Yep.
Next up, this is a tough one. This is one of the bigger games of the week. Packers, Vikings in Minnesota. No fans in Minnesota for the first 2 games.
Should probably be a close one.
I think so too. This will be a dogfight, I think.
Kind of leaning the pack. Just week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go Packers.
I am too. I'm thinking the Packers win on some bullshit. That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
That's just a weird feeling I'm getting.
That's the kind of the feeling I'm getting too.
And I actually had to score 27-21 because I remember thinking Packers win on like a walk-off overtime
I
touchdown.
think it'll be close. Yeah.
Because both these teams are pretty close in terms of where they are at as a team. Obviously, Vikings defense is actually I don't know.
I mean, you got a quarterback that if he dies, he dies.
Who?
Kirk. You didn't hear what you said?
Oh
that?
yeah. Okay, yeah. I was like, God, are you sending death threats someone's way?
I
Yes, I
mean,
did see him say that.
I'm like, all right, Kirk. Like, let's get it.
That doesn't shock me that Kirk said that.
Really?
He seems like a weird. He seems like
kind of shocked me.
He seems like a weird guy.
I mean, he wants to play some football, boy.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably a little overhated for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
I mean, there's no doubt that Washington should have signed him.
Yeah, for sure. They fucked that up. I don't.
Yeah.
Because the thing with it was like, okay, are you gonna rebuild? But then they went and paid Case Keenum a bunch of money. So it was like, why didn't?
And then
you
paid Alex Smith a bunch of money.
Yeah, it's like, why didn't you? There's no way Alex Smith should step foot on a football field again. By the way, there is no way.
Gotta respect it though.
You
gotta
do.
respect the comeback.
Oh, but there is no chance he should be stepping foot on an NFL field. It'd be a cool story if he did.
I don't think they're talking about doing it.
No. I was just saying because he got cleared for football
right.
activities, and then they showed the video of him being congratulated.
I watched the whole
limping
E60
around.
and everything. Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy story. I mean, it would be really cool if he did, but I don't think he should.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he will either because he's like 36. I mean, he's pretty up there in age.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota's kind of spooky to me, if I'm being honest with you.
They're a really good team.
No, I'm saying I can see them being bad.
Really?
Their defense, they lost some pieces. Obviously, they got Ngakoue, which is nice. And they have Daniel Hunter, who's obviously amazing.
So got Hendricks.
But they had a huge turnover in the secondary. Yeah, they do have. I do like Eric Hendricks. They still have one of the best safety duos, but I don't know. Something about this team feels weird to me this year. I think I saw them making the playoffs, so.
Yeah, but I had the division being really tight. It's probably going to be a really tight division.
It's going to be a close division.
You know?
It's going to be a tough one, man.
Yeah.
Can Dalvin Cook stay healthy? Probably not.
He's a problem if you can.
Probably not. Probably won't stay healthy.
Madison's solid, though.
They do lose Stefanski. How much is that going to hurt? I don't know.
It could.
Could hurt. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I have Green Bay winning. Wouldn't surprise me if the Vikings won, but just how I feel, man.
Same.
Vikings got a great O-line. The Packers got a great O-line. Obviously, I mean, who the fuck's Rodgers going to throw to besides Devontae Adams? Who knows?
Lazard, baby.
I do like Alan Lazard. I don't think he's that bad.
I like him too.
But
to get no one?
Yeah, that's crazy that they picked up no one.
All you do is bring in Funchess?
Yeah. Yikes.
That's it?
You draft a running back in the second round? You draft a project quarterback in the first round?
They really believe in Mercedes Lewis, boy.
Yeah. Mercedes Lewis. I can't believe he's still in the league. I cannot believe he's still in the league.
I mean, does anyone think that Aaron Jones is going to get 16 touchdowns again?
No chance.
Right?
Not a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to have to run the ball a bunch again. But I
mean,
guess A.J. Dillon's good.
That defense overachieved, and they fell off a cliff at a point.
They did fall off a cliff. I still think they're a good defense, but yeah. They fell out. Their secondary, especially.
They definitely averaged out.
Yeah. So we'll see. 13-3.
I was trying to tell y'all.
I don't think 13-3 happens again, but the Packers will be good.
Yeah.
So you picked the Packers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we both picked the Packers. Next up, Dolphins, Patriots in New England. No fans throughout the month of September for the New England Patriots. Patriots 6.5-point favorites. I think the Dolphins cover that.
Give me the Dolphins, man.
You're going the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Ooh.
See, Patriots have a little rough week 1.
I have the Patriots winning, but only by 3. But I could easily see them losing. Also, because I saw a tweet today that apparently in their last scrimmage, Cam Newton threw like 5 picks.
Dude, Dolphins have a better roster.
Oh, I don't know about that.
100%.
I don't know about that. They have a decent roster, though. Offensively, yeah, for sure, probably.
Not defensively? Van Noy, Byron Jones, Xavier Howard?
I like Stephon Gilmore.
Is that not one of the best corners duos in the league?
It's up there for sure. They have one of the better secondaries the Dolphins do. Byron Jones, Xavier Howard.
And a defensive coach.
Yeah. I mean, I love Brian Flores.
He knows what Bill wants to do.
True. I mean, the Pats still have Stephon Gilmore, J.C. Jackson. They're still a good defense, I think.
Yeah, and they're going to be coached well.
Their D-line the D-line is going to be way worse. That's for sure. They lost a lot of people on the D-line and a lot of people sitting out.
A lot of people are not playing.
Yeah. Dante
It was like 6 players.
Dante Hightower, Patrick Chung.
Hightower.
Those are like the 2 big ones.
Yeah, I'm really going back on my 9-7 Pats. I'm.
You just got to give them the benefit of the doubt
I
because
know.
I mean,
Give me
offensively,
the Dolphins, baby.
offensively, it could be really ugly
It could be bad
for the Pats. I mean, really, it was ugly last year.
Yeah.
And do we think current Cam Newton's better than Tom Brady? Probably not.
I mean, we like to think he's gonna have a good comeback.
Yeah, we like to think he'd be better than he was last year, at least at the start of the season for the Panthers. Obviously, he was hurt, but N'Keal Harry's awful. I think he's a bust.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm not that low on him.
I think he's bad.
I think he's okay. I think he's good.
He can't get open. I mean, he's a good contested catch guy.
He's not the fastest guy.
I mean, Julian Edelman just seemed like a Tom Brady guy. So does Cam Newton utilize?
That could be a decent connection.
And who's the running back there? Sony Michel's horrible.
I like Sony a little bit.
Damian Harris is hurt because
You got Rex. You still got Rex and
Rex is gonna come in and get 15 carries a game and piss fantasy owners off.
and then get 0 the next game.
Yes. James White, yeah, I like James White, but again, he's like a Brady guy. So is he going to be utilized with Cam Newton
Cam
there?
will be okay, I think.
We'll see. And the more we talk about this New England team, the uglier it is.
This would be an interesting game to watch, I think.
Yeah. Because also, new quarterback, no preseason, completely new quarterback.
Dude, and the Dolphins love to beat the Patriots. I mean, if they can beat the Patriots once a year, I mean, they feel great.
I'm going Patriots, but I mean, my heart wants me to take the Dolphins. But I'm going to go Patriots.
Give me Miami, baby.
Eagles, Washington. I wanted to do a bit this year where I never, ever picked the Eagles to win. But I want to be right. Because at the end of the season, I'm compiling my picks. I'm sending it to PFF, and I'm saying, hire me right now. Let me take over your entire NFL department.
Just sponsor the show.
Yeah. Eagles, Redskins. Eagles, 6 points. Favorites. Okay, according to this, I think Dan Snyder himself said this. There will be 0 fans all season for Washington. No fans.
Oh, boy. I wonder what side of the political fence he's on.
Yeah. That's crazy, though. No fans at all for the whole season. No open-ended, maybe. This is Eagles easily for me.
Yeah, 100%.
I have Eagles 34-20.
I'd love to see the Eagles fuck it up, though.
Easily, man. Again, I wanted to do a little bit where I was like being serious and never picked the Eagles.
I mean, you see Rager's already hurt.
Yeah, they're already so injured, man.
I mean,
already. Brandon Brooks out for the season, hurts badly. Well, I actually saw that he might not be out for the season, but he's out.
I don't know if I've said this on the show, but I don't know how you choose Rager over Justin Jefferson.
I think he probably does. I think Justin Jefferson's in a nice spot in Minnesota. Justin Jefferson's more like a complimentary guy where Rager profiles to maybe be a number 1, but obviously has to pan out.
Yeah,
but we'll see. I like Justin Jefferson more than Rager for sure.
That's all I'm saying.
But they went and traded for Marquise Goodwin. He opted out. Alshon's hurt already.
I'm worried about this team. But not really.
It's going to be the same thing again. Miles Sanders is hurt, and Doug Peterson's doing some weird coach speak shit where he's saying, there's a small possible probability chance that he doesn't play. It's like, fuck, man. Can one coach just for once just say, hey, this player's not playing? Or,
I'd
hey,
love to see Haskins and Scary Terry just come out and just ball out on this team.
Yeah, I just don't see it. I would love to see it too, though.
Hey, Rivera.
True.
Could be a new dynasty.
Oh,
the Washington football team.
Washington football. Okay, that's an interesting point. If the football team, if they go on and win the Super Bowl and some crazy shit, they almost have to keep the name.
The Super Bowl.
They almost have to keep the name, right? Like,
there's no shot they're winning the Super Bowl.
No chance. I'm saying though, in like a dream world, wouldn't you have to keep the name and just hope that the football team becomes a dynasty?
Just other teams start changing their names.
Yeah, the Dallas Football Club. Here we go. I literally have written here. Here we go again, because everyone on the Eagles are hurt. Which sucks, man, because I wanted the Eagles to be healthy and them lose, so there was no more excuses. Because all offseason was, okay, what's going on with wins? Wentz said one good year. Well,
Well, he was MVP.
Yeah. He was MVP, and then he tore his ACL in Week 10. Then they won the Super Bowl without him. Get the fuck out of my face, Eagles fans. Fuck you.
Trash.
I'm going Redskins.
Dude, I was thinking about it.
I'm going Redskins. No, I'm not.
Oh,
no.
no.
I want to be right. Redskins are just a young team. They're going in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say that. Antonio Gibson, let's see with him. I am excited to see that because he seems like one of those fun little players that.
We were excited about guys too.
I don't want to say Christian McCaffrey light because that's obviously saying a lot, but almost the same profile where he can do a lot. Probably not the runner. I think I'm hearing thunder, so hopefully my power does not go out. That would fucking be miserable.
The storm just left me, so it might be headed to you.
Okay, let's hurry this up then. Was it a bad storm?
It was raining pretty heavy there for a minute.
Raiders, Panthers.
Raiders
3-point favorite. No fans week 1 for the Panthers. I guess that was open-ended.
could be a good game.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a shootout, actually.
It could be a really good start for the Panthers, just to not feel bad.
I'm actually picking the Panthers.
Okay.
I got the Panthers 34-28 in a shootout.
Okay. I'll go Vegas, though.
I think that
both teams could use a nice win to start.
I agree. I think the Panthers offensively are going to be probably better than people expect.
Yeah.
But it all comes down to can Teddy Bridgewater carry an offense?
Yeah, I think both defenses are probably bottom 10.
Oh, the Panthers will probably have the worst defense in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And then because they're completely rebuilding. Remember, they spent their entire draft on defense.
Yeah.
I think it was like 9 picks or something crazy shit like that.
Some good picks, though.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, they drafted entirely defense.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the Raiders, too, are a young defense as well.
I'll tell you, man, I like Matt Rule, bro. And I like you said, I think I like the draft they had.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously know what they want to do.
Some consistency at quarterback, at least, for the future, until you get a young franchise guy.
Right.
I don't know.
Definitely better than Kyle Allen.
Could be interesting.
Kyle Allen tricked a lot of us early on last season. Okay. I just think the Panthers, I don't know. This seems like a Raiders loss.
Hey, I'm starting my 0-8 Panthers run, baby.
Here we go.
Let's get it going.
This seems like a Raiders loss, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It just feels like that could definitely be a game the Raiders lose.
McCaffrey's 200 yards to start the year.
They lose every game you think they'll win and win every game you think they'll lose. That was at least their MO for a lot of last year. All right, let's get this fucking piece of shit Jaguars game out of the way. Jaguars hosting the Colts. The Jags actually can have fans. 25% capacity, so 16,000 people.
So probably 2,000 people will be there.
Yeah, probably 2,000. I have the Colts 41-13. That's actually my score prediction.
I have the Colts.
I mean, the Colts are going to be – if the Colts are playing anyone else, I'd probably pick them to lose because new quarterback, what's going on with their backfield.
But, he has, history with, the people
True.
On the Colts.
But the Colts, too, I mean, amazing offensive line.
Dude,
Some weapons.
If T.Y. could stay healthy, that could be a really interesting connection.
I like Calais Campbell.
I mean, they got a backfield. You mean Paris Campbell?
Paris Campbell, yeah.
Yeah. And I like Pittman.
Yeah, Michael Pittman. That was a nice pick for them.
And you still got Doyle and Ebron, right?
No, Ebron's on the Steelers, but they still do have Doyle.
Still got Doyle, though.
Defense, obviously, is a little iffy.
Still got a great linebacker.
Yeah. You do still have Darius Leonard. Secondary is a question mark. That seems to be the case with every team, it feels like.
Mm-hmm. It's hard. I mean, it's a hard position. Look at these receivers in the league.
Yeah, that's true.
Who the hell can guard these guys?
It feels like every team has at least 2 or 3 amazing receivers.
Right.
Jacksonville is going to suck this year, guys. They're going to be really terrible. I mean, they're like a dumpster fire, too. It's not like they're rebuilding. They're just spiraling out of control.
Right. A lot of other franchises are at least in the right direction.
Yeah. Look at the Redskins, the football team. I'm not doing that on purpose, by the way. That's actually slipping out of my mouth. They are at least figuring things out because they were a team that was a dumpster fire forever. But it feels like they're finally on the right path. The Jaguars are just...
Yeah.
If I'm a Jags fan, I know this is fucked up. I'm almost rooting for Minshew to not be that good. Because I don't think Minshew... I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think Minshew is really a guy like that. Where if you end up with the number 1 overall pick and you're a Jags fan and they say, yeah, we're going to rock with Minshew and not draft Trevor Lawrence, I would be disgusted.
Yeah, I don't think that would happen.
You never know.
I mean, I liked Minshew last year. I was kind of a Minshew fan.
I mean, he's good for sure.
We like Chark, but it's just nothing else.
I think if you put Minshew on the Colts, that's nice because he's, you you put him in a nice spot, but he's not going to carry your franchise, I don't think.
Moving on.
Yeah, they're going to be bad. Okay. Browns, Ravens in Baltimore. No fans for a while, is what was said. Baltimore's an 8-point favorite. Could rain in this game.
I'll take the Ravens.
Yeah, same. I mean, remember the Browns beat the shit out of the Ravens in Baltimore last year.
Yeah.
And I was
I
really
don't think the Ravens will let that happen again.
I was really feeling myself because I thought I picked that game.
You're the Browns whisperer.
I was a Browns whisperer for like 2 weeks. Baltimore's gonna be really good this year. Obviously, yeah. They beefed up their D line. They might have the best secondary in football.
Yep, they really beat up that D line.
Yeah, Calais Campbell,
another running back with Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like Duvernay, little slot guy.
Yeah. Obviously,
you got Andrews,
Hollywood Brown. If he can stay healthy, that's nice. They're gonna be they're amazing really O-line. Lamar Jackson, obviously.
It's probably gonna be more about what Browns team are we gonna see than the Ravens.
I mean, if I'm a Browns fan, I'm not. Obviously, I want to win, but if they come out and are competitive and are playing, a brand of football that fits them and not trying to do all this crazy shit like they were with Kitchens, then I'm pretty happy.
Yep.
They're giving the ball to Nick Chubb a bunch. Getting Kareem Hunt involved in creative ways. And Kitchens did do that in his defense. Kareem Hunt was involved in creative ways. But, I mean, the Browns aren't terrible.
You got good players. I mean, the offense should be a top 10 offense.
I mean, you would think.
Yeah.
We talked about this earlier, but it's a big year for Baker. Because if he's bad, you've got
some
Odell. Questions.
I mean, there's already stories coming out. We don't even really need to go into the details about it.
No.
I mean, this is not the start you want to have.
Really shitty start for Odell. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Odell's bad, you might be trying to get out of that contract after the end of the season. So we both got the Ravens. I have it 27-23, so I actually have it close.
Okay.
I could just see this week being really sloppy for some teams.
Probably.
It's just going to be really weird. But again, the Ravens are a team where they don't really have – it's not like they're getting acclimated. I mean, the Cleveland has a whole new coach.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the Ravens are really getting acclimated to a whole bunch of new stuff. I don't know. 3 o'clock games, Chargers, Bengals. This actually could be a really interesting game. In Cincinnati, no fans until October 4th at the earliest for Cincinnati. That's what I have listed.
I'll go Chargers, having a nice start to the year.
Yeah, I got the Chargers 23-14. Just way too many new pieces, I think, for the Bengals. I wouldn't be surprised.
This would be a fun game to watch.
I think so. I mean, the Bengals are going to be damn near must watch just to see how that all works out. But with so many new pieces and stuff going on, like it could take a while.
Yeah.
It could take a while to get them going. But they'll be fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a tough first game for Burrow, honestly.
Yeah.
Because the Chargers secondary, I know they just lost Derwin James, but they're not fucking around, dude.
Well, you got Melvin Ingram and Bosa up front, too.
Yeah, they're bringing the pressure, and Cincinnati does not have a good O-line at all.
Chargers have some real football players.
They got a good defense.
Right.
And remember, early season Chargers, because it's usually about around week 6 or 7, everyone on their team's hurt, and it's just downhill for the Chargers. Early on, when everyone's healthy, obviously besides Derwin James, which sucks.
Well, it's kind of nice to get Phillip out of there and kind of get another, voice in there, even though everybody loved him over there.
Yeah,
I mean, what's his name? Casey Hayward. I watched an interview there. He was really talking him up.
I mean, yeah, he's been there for ever.
Long time. Yeah.
Just really, obviously, was past his prime last year.
Yeah.
And Tyrod's not bad.
He could be pretty solid.
So I got the Chargers here. Yeah. I mean, the Bengals are a wild card team. If the Bengals come out and look amazing, I could be buying in immediately. We'll see, though.
I mean, it could be a really interesting offense. I mean, they could have the potential to put some points.
I know. Can AJ Green stay healthy? It doesn't seem like it already.
But they have other receivers.
Yeah, Tyler Boyd. I really like Tyler Boyd. They draft
Higgins.
They draft T. Higgins.
Mixon in the backfield.
Yeah, Mixon is a beat. I love Joe Mixon.
He's a
really good running back.
Big fans of Mixon.
You really can't blame last year on him because that team was just horrendous.
And he was balling.
Yeah, the second half of the season he was doing really good. First half you can't blame him, dude. They
disgusting.
They did not have it. Okay, maybe arguably game of the week. Bucks Saints. No fans for the first game for New Orleans. Which obviously, I mean, that's kind of big because
that'll probably change soon.
Yeah,
if I had to guess.
I mean, but that's obviously what New Orleans is known for, is that being a real tough place to play.
I mean, do we think the Bucks are going to come out and win this game?
You tell me. You have them going 13-3.
What's Brady versus Breeze history? I wonder.
I don't know. It's a good question.
I think I'm gonna go the Saints though. I just have too many questions about what the Bucks defense is gonna look like.
Yeah, I think I have the Saints winning by 1. But it's going to be – because it's one of those things, too, where it's like, again, a whole new team. Well, not a whole new team, but a whole new quarterback.
Well, but think about this. If you're the Saints, how do you prepare for that offense? You haven't seen it?
That's true. It does go both ways because you
Right.
don't know what some of these new offenses are going to look like at all.
Right.
I mean, what if Brady comes out and they're like kind of how the Patriots were, where they're kind of gonna deke and dunk and run the ball a bunch? Like, that would be disappointing from a viewer standpoint.
I don't think they can do that, man. Evans goes over the top.
This is the best weapons Brady arguably maybe has ever had.
Oh, it's 100%.
Evans is probably a top 5 wide receiver who gets overlooked.
I mean,
massively.
Godwin's probably better.
I don't know if I would say Godwin's better. Godwin statistically is probably better, but Mike Evans talent wise is just absurd.
Godwin's a monster too.
And it's just like Jameis. But the thing about Evans is Jameis is perfect for Evans because he'll just throw that shit up.
Yeah.
And that's what Mike Evans does. Can
Right.
Brady do that? At this stage in his career,
We'll see.
remains to be seen.
Yep.
I'm not as high on the Fournette move as other people are either. I'll just say that because I
I like
Ronald.
it. I like the just adding running backs.
Yeah,
to
true.
this, just
I wouldn't be surprised if LaShawn McCoy gets 0 touches the whole season.
it sounds like they're gonna involve him on third down.
I like Ronald Jones a lot.
I like Ronald.
I think he, for some reason, gets shit on a bunch for no reason.
Yeah.
But I think he's a good player.
They beef up the line.
Yeah, they did. Tristan Wirfs, I like that pick a lot. Defensively, they can be
This
good.
the game of the week. Yeah, it's probably is the game
Defensively, we talked about all last year how good their D-line was against the run specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And their secondary was horrible to start the season, but
there's no team that wouldn't take Vita Vea in the middle
oh
of the
god,
line.
I remember that draft. I wanted him
Yeah.
so bad for the
Mhm.
Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Just a beast.
Yep.
I mean, but it's New Orleans, dude. The Saints are like top 5, top 10 in every single aspect of the game.
I mean, Michael Thomas should have a great start to the year. You would think.
Right, Michael Thomas. Emmanuel Sanders is probably the best number 2 the Saints have had.
I'm kind of concerned about Kamara though, man. They're talking about his back and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice that they have Latavius, but
Yeah,
Kamara provides a whole nother aspect to their game for sure.
Yeah.
If Kamara's healthy, this team is damn near unstoppable.
Yep.
If we get like rookie year Kamara, I don't know how you would stop this team.
Nope.
Defensively, they're amazing, really good secondary. Malcolm Jenkins is a nice addition, obviously. Oh, this is a good game.
It's a good game.
If the Buccaneers go into New Orleans, make a statement, I think the league might be in some trouble.
Yep.
I think the league might be in some trouble. But I got the Saints by 1.
Okay.
Did you pick the Saints or the Bucks?
Yep. I got Saints.
Okay, next up, Cardinals 49ers in San Fran. San Fran 7-point favorites. No fans in this game.
San Fran 7.
That's what I have. I got mine off the ESPN thing, so I don't know.
Man. Let's go. What, are you taking a selfie?
Whoops, I didn't mean to fucking do that.
I don't know, man.
I'm going. Oh wait. Okay, I'll let you pick first.
I'll go San Fran. I would take Cards plus 7. I think.
I'm going with the Cardinals in a week 1 upset. I think there's going to be at least 1 or 2 weird week 1 upsets. And this could be one. Again, I have the 49ers missing the playoffs. And it wouldn't shock me if they did.
Right.
It wouldn't shock me if they did. For some reason, do you follow topics on Twitter?
Yeah.
I follow like every football team's topics just so if news happens, I can see. For some reason, it's just only 49ers shit that I see. And man, they're fans.
Not happy?
No, I mean they think Jimmy G is a top 10 quarterback. They think that fucking
Oh.
Their team will not lose any games. In that, if you dare expect them to maybe not be as good as last year, then you're an idiot. I just look at this like who's offensively, man. I'm worried about the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
Who's catching passes?
Yeah.
Besides George Kittle, who
Right.
obviously is a monster. And remember last year, the Cardinals issue all season long? They could not stop tight ends to save their lives. So, is Kittle back?
I think the Cardinals will have some positives, but may not come out with the win. So I'm gonna take the Niners.
I'm going with the Cardinals. Fuck it. Let's go. Am I going to be a 49ers hater all year? I'll do it. I have no problem hating on teams. I'll gladly.
You loved them last year.
Yeah, I know. But I'll gladly hate him this year.
Yeah.
I mean, I am going to be interested to see Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah.
Is he going to be like on Kittle?
Like, well, off the rip, is he gonna look like a star?
Right. We all think that. I don't know about we all, but I know you and I both think that he's like
No, he's a monster.
league-changing potential. Where like teams are going to be looking to draft players like him from here on out. Okay. Sunday Night Football. Here we go. First time all year. Dallas Cowboys open up Lo-Fi Stadium. I think that's what it's called. SoFi, Lo-Fi, something like that. No fans for the Rams. Cowboys 3-point favorites. How are they starting?
Give me the boys, baby.
How are they starting? I got the boys too. 34-28. Bit of a shootout.
I don't think the Rams score that much.
I don't know if the Cowboys would score that much either. The Rams still have a good defense. But my thing is the Rams, you have Aaron Donald, obviously, like maybe the best player in the NFL. Jalen Ramsey, still a top 5, top 10 corner. Maybe not as good as we all thought he would be. Just got paid a bunch of money.
You know he's going to be feeling himself out there.
Right, yeah. But outside of those two dudes, like, there's a lot of question marks on defense. And the Cowboys are throwing a shit ton at you. Amari,
I'm excited.
Gallup, CD. Don't sleep on Blake Jarwin.
Zeke Pollard,
beast offensive line, obviously not as good maybe as it used to be.
Let me ask you this: do you think we're gonna miss Olawale?
No.
I think we're gonna miss him a little bit.
Really?
In the running game.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, dude, Lyle Collins is out.
Yeah, Lyle Collins' injury hurts, and the Travis Frederick retiring hurts too. But I like Looney. He won't be
Who's starting right tackle?
I don't know. I was trying to look.
I have no idea.
I was trying to look,
yeah.
and I couldn't figure out who it was.
I have no idea.
I mean, maybe do you swing Looney back out there and then have a badass start at center?
Like the 4th rounder?
Yeah. I have no idea. I feel like that's something that I
either.
should have seen on Twitter, but I haven't up until now.
I'll tell you though, man. I just have this underlying confidence in McCarthy.
It's going to be
Prove me right, please.
Oh man, this scares me because the Cowboys come out looking like shit.
Hey, Greg the Leg against his former team.
A new defensive coordinator who focuses on turnovers,
Mm-hmm.
an aggressive special teams coach. If the Cowboys come out and lay a fucking egg and get shit on, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a rough week. It's gonna be a rough Monday. It's gonna be a rough Monday morning.
So it might be a rough season.
It's gonna be scary, but
I just don't want to be on some bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
just play good football.
Yeah, all
the way around, every facet.
I do also have a concern that McCarthy's first game, he might try to do some cute shit, like show the world, hey, I'm bringing some.
I'm back.
I'm back, and then it ends up being like Zeke throws a pick 6 or some shit.
Oh my!
I don't know. No, I don't know about the Rams this year. They could be good.
I think we're a better team than them. I don't think the Rams will make playoffs.
And McCarthy's won a Super. Man, McCarthy's not new to this, and I think he's gonna want to come out and show the football world, y'all slept on me way too hard. I feel like I got disrespected a little bit in the media.
I mean, Amari's kind of banged up, but like I think CD might be the best receiver.
I mean, did you see all
this
that
season?
Did you see all that stuff that he was the best player in camp?
I mean, he really might be our number 1 already.
I mean, okay, let me also say this. Because Cowboy beat writers are kind of savage, and they'll say, yo, this player sucked ass in camp. I almost have not heard that about a single person.
I mean, they said great things about Thompson, who we're going to need him.
Yeah, they moved him to safety, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to need him.
Or am I thinking of someone else?
Is Xavier Woods hurt too?
No, I think I saw today that he should be good.
Okay.
But
I mean, Vander's ready to go, right? I mean,
Vander's ready to go. Apparently he's looked amazing.
Alden's ready to go.
Alden's ready to go. Gregory's back. I don't know if Gregory's
I
going to
mean,
play.
the McCoy injury hurts, but from what it sounded like, we're expecting it.
Right.
It
I
was
mean,
literally in his contract.
it was in his contract.
Yeah.
And
So,
obviously, I mean, it hurts, but it's not like he was on the team last year, so it's not like it.
it would have been
devastates
nice, to have him,
Right.
kind of a leader in the locker room as well. But
I mean,
I
Everson
mean,
Griffin, Dontre Poe, like this team knew what it was trying to do. That's why I'm very excited about. McCarthy came in, knew what he wanted to do.
Everson
Yeah.
and Poe is going to be huge.
They wanted to get big defensive linemen. They were tired
And
of getting.
we didn't sign Everson to 4-year, $50 million.
No, what was it? 1 year?
1 year, $6 million.
Yeah, steal.
That's a money deal.
The team McCarthy came in and said, "No more. We letting scrub running backs get 150 on us like that 1 year against the Rams 2 years ago."
I mean,
CJ Anderson ran for 200.
we need to see some real shit out of this defense. Jalen needs to be fucking like taking shit serious.
Jalen needs to be who we paid.
D-Law, like we need to see D-Law get to fucking Goff twice.
D-Law needs to not be on the side of a milk carton all season long.
Dude, like we need I know we were kind of laughing at shit. This defense needs to fucking be for real.
And I'll just give some benefit of the doubt. Obviously, you don't want your team to behave like this, but let's just say that they said, man, Jason Garrett sucks, and we're never going to win with him. And now it's just – because sometimes when you play sports, obviously you and I have never played at the level of the NFL, but sometimes you get to a stage where you know you're not going to do shit.
Yep.
And even if you don't know it directly affects you, it does affect your level of play.
Like if there has to be some kind of belief on the team.
Right. And maybe this team thought, we are never going to win show Jason Garrett. And
that's 100% what it was.
And
nobody gave a shit.
No, it was
except Dak Prescott.
Dude, except Dak Prescott and except fucking Bennett, who came in and was yelling at the team immediately.
What are we doing?
Like, I've been on Super Bowl teams, bro, and I don't know what the fuck y'all are doing here.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing. That was a low point in my
life.
And
then he would be offsides twice a game too.
Yeah. Well, Randy Gregory too. Randy Gregory, no more offsides for you. I'm happy to have you back.
Is he playing already?
I don't know if he's gonna be playing, but he's back.
6 games.
Oh, he's suspended for 6 games?
Yep.
Okay, but he's back at least.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
I thought that was kind of weird though.
Is he suspended for 6 games?
Yeah. They can't even practice till early October.
I thought that they got rid of all that shit.
Yeah. It's some cowboy shit.
Is Josh Gordon going to be suspended, or is he good to go?
No.
So Josh Gordon off of his 28th suspension.
Yeah, but Gregory's got to serve 6 games.
Not that obviously I want Josh Gordon to be back in the league. That's not the point I'm making.
Yeah. We've said it already in this episode like 3 times.
Yeah. Okay. 34-28 is what I have. Bit of a shootout. Goff sucks. If Goff picks us apart, I'm scared.
Or if their running game picks us apart.
Can you imagine if Zeke didn't hold out and we didn't have to pay him that much money and we got to keep Byron Jones, I would feel like there'd almost be no weakness.
Right.
Ugh.
I mean, dude, if Cam Akers goes for 120, I'm done.
Yeah, it's over. Shut it down. If Tyler Everett puts up 120 yards, it's time to shut. Yeah, it's time to shut the season down before it even begins. Josh Reynolds. All right. Monday Night Football, 2 games. Steelers, Giants. Pittsburgh,
there's 2 games.
Yeah, there's 2 games.
Nice.
They usually do that on the first week. Have like a West Coast game at the end. Steelers 5.5-point favorites. No fans at MetLife until further notice.
Who is this? Steelers,
Giants.
Steelers.
Yeah, I got the Steelers 31.
Steelers need a really good start.
I agree. Remember last year they got the shit beat out of them by the Patriots.
Yeah, Big Ben needs to come out and throw for 250 at least.
Yeah, I hate preseason because they're saying that Big Ben throws it harder than he's ever thrown it.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm like, there's no way.
This dude's won a Super Bowl. Don't say he's the same quarterback.
Yeah, he doesn't even really need to be that good. He needs to be better than Duck Hodges.
I mean, the receivers need to be better.
I love Deontay Johnson. Let me say that. I love Deontay Johnson. I think he might have a big year.
Connor needs to have a big year.
He needs to stay healthy.
Yeah.
But Juju needs to...
But we have no questions about the defense. Like, Danny Dimes will probably have 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah, 4 fumbles.
You know.
The Giants have some weapons on offense.
Yeah, but this defense is serious.
The Giants have a lot of dudes, but they don't have the dude. Besides Saquon.
Right.
Because, like, Sterling Shepard, is he the dude? Yeah.
We both like Slayton.
We both like Slayton, yeah. But the thing about the Giants receivers is we all saw them individually be good because everyone on the team was hurt at some point. Mm-hmm. So when they all come together, what's it going to look like? And for how long? Because one of those dudes is getting hurt. Shepard, Ingram, one of them's getting hurt for sure. Yeah, I got the Steelers too, 31-17.
It's a nice stormy day, dude. I keep looking at it.
Really?
Yeah.
don't know if it's gotten here yet. So let's just go. Last game. Titans Broncos. Titans only 1.5 point favorites.
I'm taking that.
I actually have the Titans winning. I could have sworn I picked the Broncos, but I have the Titans winning 17-14. I think it's going to be a slug, like a defensive slugfest. Oh, no, that's what it was. I had the Titans winning this game, or the Broncos winning, then the Von Miller news hit. And I said, okay, give me the Titans.
That sucks, man.
That really sucks.
Yep.
I'm worried about the Titans this year. I think people are going to be let down. I really do.
I feel good about him, to be honest.
I don't think Ryan Tannehill has the run that he did. I don't think A.J. Brown, who I love. I think A.J. Brown's amazing, but he was like, I don't think he's as efficient as he was.
But I think the thing no one talks about is they have a good defense. It's a very solid defense.
It's
and
solid.
You have a defensive coach.
They have a good secondary.
I mean, the team's just on the same page. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Man, that sucks for Von Miller. I really wanted this.
I was liking Broncos going into this year a lot.
Sam, I thought they were really sneaky because they were so unlucky last year.
And here they go with unlucky again.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm still kind of iffy on Fangio.
Yeah, Sam. This is a
But
make
I
or
like
break
Drew
year
Lock.
for him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this. We'll see what Drew Lock has. They got
Yep.
weapons on offense, that's for
I
sure.
mean, he's got to ball out if they want to like be 500.
He's got to. I mean, he's got to be like a borderline top.
Probably top 10.
Yeah, which I
Yeah.
don't know if that happens. TBH.
Right.
The more I think about it, but should be interesting. So that's our
Yep.
week 1 picks. I know we zoomed through the end there, but trust me, guys, my power goes out anytime it sprinkles. So we had to get this shit over with.
We've been on here for a little bit.
Yeah. So we'll be back probably Monday or Tuesday with recapping all this shit. Excited, man.
Is there anything we else need to just talk about real quick? NBA? We'll probably do something separate.
Yeah, we'll probably do something separate for the NBA.
Okay.
Um,
You got some editing to do.
yeah, just gotta cut some shit. Not that bad.
Yeah.
Could have been worse. All right, boys.
But hey, thanks for listening. Like, subscribe,
Like,
shoot
subscribe.
some comments. Tell us how dumb we are.
All of it.
Go Cowboys.
Tell
bitch.
us how much you hate us.
Fuck
Because
the
it's
Eagles.
coming. We know 49. I know 49ers fans. Trust me. I know. Bills fans, go easy on Brett. I always notice
No.
that.
They're
Bills
best team in the AFC. so
Bills
leave it.
fans came hard. Even if you last season they came hard at you.
Yeah.
Or us, I should say.
Hey, better start the year right. You got an easy opponent. Better look good.
Yep. All right.
Dig should have.
I'm so excited, man.
Yep. Football, baby. Sports.
So excited. Peace.